What's up everybody, Derek here, and today we are down at a small pond on a hot day down in the bottom to show you how I like to fish a small pond. This pond is a perfect representation of what a pond should be looking at whenever you're wanting to break down a pond. Now straight behind me back over there is the deepest section of the pond, and right in here where I'm at, that bank is just right here literally. I want to fish the shallowest stuff and move towards the deep, because what is happening is you're either going to find that in-between point where those bass are sitting at. And whenever I'm trying to find those bass, there's really only 4 lures that I focus on whenever I'm first hitting up a pond. I've got 2 moving baits. I've got a chatterbait, I've got a spinnerbait, and then I've got a Senko, weightless Senko. You can use that up into stained water, and we got some recent rain, so this water's a little stained. I probably won't be using a Senko today, and then a jig, a football jig, a swimming jig, any kind of jig that you're throwing out there with a trailer on it to represent some kind of crawfish, because typically you got minnows, crawfish, bluegill. Those are pretty much all you really need to focus on, because once you start throwing more in there, you're overcomplicating things. And if you just take these 4 lures, you've got your speed, your middle, and then your slow down, which would be spinnerbait, chatterbait, your speed, your in between, which would be the Senko, which is slow fall rate, weightless, and then you've got your jig, so you can get it down there on the bottom and work it around and feel the bottom. It's almost like a depth finder whenever you're bank fishing. But I am going to come out here and I'm going to basically be fishing with a jig and maybe something else. I'm not sure what I'll be fishing with, but I'm going to be fishing with one of those 4 lures, and I'm going to work my way around this pond and see if we can't catch some bass. So let's hit up this small pond. I think I'm going to start actually with this jig and toss it around out here and see if we can't maybe catch some bass. I know they got to be out in here. And all I'm going to do is throw it out there, let it go to the bottom, pull the line tight, and just slowly drag. All I do is just pick up. And I've just got a cheap $50 combo here, so it's perfect for beating up ponds and creeks and rivers. So this Abu Garcia Black Max is perfect, and it's lasted me quite a while. But we're just taking that football jig and just basically dragging it along the bottom until we feel a thump or a tick or just something that feels different. This pond actually has no cover really in it for the most part, so these bass could just be scattered. And when it's like that, they're going to be more positioned on, you know, drop-offs and channels and, you know, other kinds of ways where those fish won't be holding extra structure, like trees and other stuff. Oh, there was a bass chasing it right there. Dang. He chased all the way up shallow. That chatterbait might be on. I'll have to give it a shot maybe. There's a bite right there. Second cast. Oh, we still got him? Yeah, we got him. Gotcha, bud. Nice. Good looking little bass. Thanks, buddy. Got one right there. Picked it up right there. They're just cruising these shallows up in here. Pretty little bass. Got one right there. Oh, I seen the white on him flash. Dang, there's a lot of fish over in this little corner. Oh, that bass had it. He didn't even know he had it. Oh, that was funny. Dang, these bass are like all the same size, it seems like. Good chunky little bass though. Thanks, bud. That one just had it in his mouth, just holding it as soon as he got up here shallow. There's one. Decided to grab it. Oh. Decided to grab it as I was dragging it. Okay, we moved back over to where we started, where the shallow stuff is, because I believe this is where the majority of the action was at. So, since we went searching for fish and we caught them from the start and then we got out of them, we were kind of narrowing down where these fish were actually located. And you got to take every fish catch, every little thing into accordance. So you kind of build something up to have a, it's kind of almost like you're building an investigation to figure out where the bass are actually located. And now that we've kind of done that, since we caught a couple right here, we'll see what we can do. See if they're still in here. See, there's one that's hitting right there up shallow. A lot more action over here. Oh, we had one right there. There he is. Not a real big one, but we had him. I seen that boil. I didn't even feel him. It was from the boil that I knew he was there. There's one right there. We had one. There are so many fish right here, and that's kind of what we just did. Started here and just happened to start right here, and we were in the fish, and then as we got around, we got into less fish as it got deeper. So we figured out where the fish were from the start. So once you kind of build that pattern, you go back to that pattern and try to replicate it. And that's basically what we've done. There's a fish right in front of us. I think he picked it up. He did. That's awesome how that works out like that. There are so many of these fish down through here. Just, they're all about the same size, but they're pretty fish. All right. Thanks, bud. Well, we missed quite a few bass in there, but they all seemed about the same size, but it was pretty cool. They were all hitting that jig. I didn't get any on that chatterbait, and if I would have had some more structure in here for the Senko, I would have thrown that, and the spinnerbait, more wood, I would have been throwing that. So with those 4 lures, I could basically break down how to fish a small pond, and this thing is just perfect. How it goes from shallow behind me to deep straight across. Just running that one bank just down this side is all we did. And we figured where the bass were at from the beginning. So whenever you're breaking down a lake or a pond or anywhere else and you want to figure out where those fish are and you want to pattern them, that's exactly what you did. You take every little thing and take it into an account and start building a pattern or kind of analyzing what the actual fish are biting and what they're doing and where you caught it over here and the wind was just blowing this direction, all those little things. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.